Hello and welcome to this tutorial on Lokalise. In this video I'm going to show you how to translate your Laravel application into multiple languages. We are going to use Laravel version 10, and so let's get started. First of all, you should create a new project in the following way. So once this is done, let's actually proceed to the resources of use and then welcome. Let's just provide the welcoming message in the following way, but you can see that this message is hard-coded, which is not ideal for internationalization, so instead we should replace it with some kind of a translation key, and so you can do this. So please provide 2 underscores and then, well, your text in the base language, which is going to be English in my case. So we instruct to display this text if the chosen language is English, or we will try to look for the corresponding translation if a non-English language is chosen by the user. But the question is, well, where the information about the available locales is stored. And so you can proceed to config app and then search for the locale part, and you can see that the default locale is set to English. Also here you can see that the fallback locale is English as well. This is the locale that we will utilize if the current locale is not available, right? But also I would like to add support for more locales. So let's add the following block of code. So we'll support 3 locales. Of course, you can pick any other locales that you wish. Now, of course, we will need to store our translations somewhere, and there are 2 approaches that you can pick. The first approach is the old one, and it involves storing your translation files under resources, lang, then inside you provide a directory named after your locale, and then you provide the PHP file with your translations inside. But the new approach would be to use the resources directory as well. Then inside also you create lang, and then you create the JSON files. So for example, you can provide French translations, you can provide Russian translations inside. Also, you can, by the way, provide the regional code for every language, but in this case, please separate the region code with the underscore, not with a dash character. So now I would like to translate this message into other languages. So here is translation for Russian, and here is your translation for French. As you can see, really simple. But unfortunately, at this point, our application cannot switch locales, so let's proceed to routes, then to web, and so let's edit this default route with the following line of code. So you can see that we allow to provide the locale param. It is optional actually, so by default we will use English locale, and so, well, this is going to be stored under this variable. And so we will check if the locale is set, and in this case we will use the available locales and try to set the locale, then we're going to serve the view as before. Actually, let's try to open our website, and so here is the welcoming message in English, but you can also provide a different language code, and now it is translated into French. So, well, while it works, it is not really convenient, so providing a locale for every site link is, well, not ideal, shall we say. That's why we will perform language setup by using a special language switcher, and then we will store some information inside the user session. So that's why let's proceed to app, then HTTP, then middleware, and we will create a localization PHP file inside. Alternatively, of course, you can generate it by using the artisan command. And so paste the following code inside. So this middleware will instruct our application to utilize the locale selected by the user if this selection is present inside session. Of course, you can find the source code for this tutorial under the video description, so well, feel free to use it. So since this operation will be run on every request, we will also need to add it to the default middleware stack. That's why open kernel. Then let's find the middleware groups for web, and let's add this line of code to utilize our localization. So also let's modify our routes a bit. So let's provide the following route to work with the session. And now, in fact, we don't need this complex approach anymore. We can just use this. So in fact, when the user is navigated to this route, a new locale will be stored inside the session. But now, of course, we will need to create the actual language switcher, right? Because we cannot expect the user to manually navigate to this URL, right? So under the views folder, let's create a folder that is called partials. And then we will have a file that is called language switcher blade.php. And here is the code for your language switcher. So it's quite simple, really. So we are using the for each block. We get every locale that we are currently supporting, and we are displaying a link to switch to this locale unless this locale is actually the current locale that the user has picked. Then let's simply include it on our welcoming page, maybe somewhere right here. So let's say include. Now let's proceed to app, then providers, and then app service provider. Specifically, we would like to modify the boot function with the following line of code. So we will use our partial in the following way. Of course, you can utilize placeholders inside your translations. So for example, if you would like to greet your user by their name, you can do this. So name is your placeholder and Amanda maybe is the name of your current user that can be fetched from the database maybe. Please note that we have used the name with the lowercase first letter, but the placeholder with the uppercase first letter. And so this way your word will be capitalized automatically. So this will occur if your placeholder starts with the capital letter, right? But if you say something like that, then it means that all the letters will be capitalized here. So I think you got the idea. Now don't forget to provide new translations for French. So here provide the placeholder and placeholder here as well, and do these changes in all your translation files. Now, if you would like to do some pluralization, it is possible as well. So in this case, you will need to use the trans choice, and you will need to provide the plural forms. So one apple or many apples, and then here is the count of apples that you currently have. Of course, if you need more plural forms, it's not a problem as well, so you can just provide it in the following way, like you have 0 apples, you have 1 apple, or you have maybe this amount of apple, and then you just provide the count. On top of that, you can use placeholders inside your plural forms, so you can replace like the form with the is word, and the is word will go right here. Okay, or you can use count and form in the following way. So once you do that, please don't forget to provide translations as well. So let's provide translations for Russian in the following way. So use your key with these plural forms, right? And then provide translated plural forms. Now, how do we localize dates in our application? So we can utilize Carbon, which is shipped with Laravel by default. For example, let's try to modify our route in the following way. So I would like to get the today's date by using Carbon. So this is going to be like our locale. And then we can provide the datetime format, and then you just return this date message, well, in the following way. So this is going to be a localized version of your current date. And then you can just return to your template, and you can just provide your date in the following way. Then you can update the page, and here is your date. And then you can switch to Russian, you can switch to French, and you can see that everything is translated for you. Note, by the way, that the name is capitalized for you as well. So the datetime format is displayed properly as well. Brilliant. Basically, this is it. We have seen how to get started with Laravel i18n. Of course, you might need to work more with these translation files. You might need to add support for more languages that maybe you are not familiar with. Maybe you need to hire professional translators, something like that. And so if you're looking for a translation management system, then I can recommend Lokalise, which is a great tool for agile teams. So you can get started with Lokalise by proceeding to localized.com. You can grab your free trial, and then for 2 weeks you can take advantage of all the Lokalise goodies for free without entering a credit card. And so here you can upload your translation files in JSON format or in some other format maybe, and then you will see this convenient interface where you can translate your data. You can provide translations by using maybe Google Translate or artificial intelligence, or you can even hire professionals by proceeding to the order page, and you can place a new order by hiring human who will basically assess your texts, provide translations, and here, well, there are multiple providers that you can choose from, so you can take advantage of Lokalise tool as well. If you have any further questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to us by using the chat widget in the bottom right. So this is it for today. Thank you for staying with me, and see you in other videos.